Hey everyone, it's been a good while since I last made a video at all, really. And this video is gonna hit. This video is gonna hit kind of different since I do owe the subscribers kind of an explanation as to what's been going on with me. Because for those of you who have stuck with me for a really long time, because I first started this channel when I was in high school, and look at me now. I'm 26 years old, and I still got it. It's still growing, kind of. I used to be very consistent with the uploads back then. I used to be very on point with YouTube and Twitch, actually. But life doesn't always go as we want it to. This used to be a very sensitive subject that I did not like talking about when I used to have this issue. Talking about this subject used to make me very upset, and I just hated it because people never got it. People never understood what I was going through and stuff like that, because not many people go through this stuff. So I'll just start from the beginning. In the year of 2013, I was in high school. I was a senior. I was supposed to graduate in 2012, but due to spring allergies, where I used to live was Reading, Pennsylvania. Due to spring allergies, I used to always end up staying home because it would really mess me up. And at the same time, I'll admit I did goof around a little bit. So instead of graduating in that year, I was going to graduate in 2013, and everything was fine. Everything was good. I was doing what I had to. I was almost about to graduate. I just had to keep doing what I had to, continuing the same routine. When suddenly, I started getting a severe case of anxiety. And I didn't know why. I wasn't anxious about anything. I wasn't scared. I wasn't nervous. Nothing. It just came out of nowhere. And it got worser and worser and worser. To the point that I never got to graduate high school. I quit because my anxiety was strange in that if I was to go into a building or a car, a bus, any type of vehicle really, it would start to flare up. But I could walk outside perfectly fine. I could do simple stuff like go to the store, but it would have to be fast before it would flare up. And that was essentially 7 years of my life, was having a severe case of anxiety. My anxiety was in the form of IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, which it sounds nasty, and it is, because in my case, whenever my anxiety would flare up, it would cause my bowels to essentially irritate, forcing my brain to send messages to my body to pretty much make me think, holy crap, I gotta get out of here. I gotta use a bathroom really bad. And, when I would go to the bathroom, nothing would happen. That feeling would go away. Sometimes it would, in fact, make me, use the bathroom. But most of the times, it wouldn't. And this was my first time ever experiencing something like this. I didn't know what to do. I took medicine, like prescribed medicine. Nothing helped. I even took like herbal medicine. Nothing helped. I even did some techniques that you see people talk about all the time, like deep breathing, meditation, all that stuff. Nothing helped. There was only one technique that actually helped me, but it didn't keep it at bay. It pretty much slowed it down from happening. But overall, nothing was able to help me. And excuse me. Oh God, excuse me. And I was like that for 7 years. And it was pretty tough on me because at first I was like whatever about it, But at the same time, it did bother me because I didn't get to graduate high school. I had no job. I had no money. And I think the toughest part about it was not many people will support you when you have anxiety or a severe case of anxiety. Because when you talk about anxiety with someone, it when you talk about anxiety with someone, not many people will see it as something serious because not many people go through that kind of stuff. Not everyone has the same type of anxiety. Not everyone has the same anxiety. Some people just have it for like that one moment. Some people have it for the rest of their lives, and some people get it in like different forms and stuff like that. In my case, I got the nasty one. It was pretty tough because no one really understood what I was going through. I didn't really have any, like, I had friends, sure, but it would bother me when my friends would actually make jokes about it, and it deep inside me, yeah, it would hurt me and bother me, but I would let it slide because the issue when people used to make fun of me or joke about it, it pissed me off so much, to the point that I wanted to hit someone because this wasn't funny. This was not a funny thing to me. But thankfully I learned to control my temper, and that's one of the things. The other thing that's pretty hard is your family. In my case, both my mother's side and my father's side, they would make fun of me as well. A lot of people in the family saw it as me just using it as an excuse to be lazy and not work. And that honestly hit me really hard. That hit me really, really hard. That it was mostly my father's side, because not many people on my mother's side like knew. But that right there hit me hard. So it was tough. I didn't really have anyone to like help me out or anything like that. It was just me. And for years, like, I would go into states of rage from people, from family, just like yelling at me for calling me out, like, oh, you're using it as an excuse, you just don't want to work, you just want to make money. And it's not fun. It is not a fun situation, because people like that, they don't understand what it's like. They don't understand what it's like to have something like that. And a part of me understands that. A part of me understands, like, these people have never had, anxiety. They don't know what it's like to have this feeling constantly hanging over you. And it's not a fun thing. It is not. And I used to do research. I used to try and find a way to find out what the fuck is wrong with me. What is wrong with my body? Why is it doing this? Because seriously, I wasn't anxious about anything. I was just fine. It just hit me one day. And I was like that for 7 years. From 2013, I want to say in the fall of 2013, if I remember correctly. For 7 years. And then at the end of 2019, in December 26 or 7, I finally figured it out. Because I finally figured out what the cause of it was. I didn't believe it at first because the answer seemed too simple. But once I found this answer, I even looked up videos of people who have IBS as well to see if this was like something credible, something, with proof. And sure enough, people did what I found, and it worked. And it really pissed me off, but at the same time, it made me very happy because I finally found something. I found light at the end of the tunnel to get rid of this. And the answer was pretty much to change my diet and to change my diet, because growing up, I'm a stubborn eater. When I was a baby, I apparently ate like everything, but as I got older, I became very stubborn when it came to food. I used to eat a lot of greasy stuff, and I would always drink caffeinated like drinks. So iced tea, certain sodas, certain juices. I used to drink a lot of caffeine, and all of that building up inside of your body for years to come had eventually entered, so much of it had eventually entered my system that it gave me anxiety. It gave me the form of anxiety in, IBS. And once I found that out, I was like, okay, let me try this. And so I decided to change my diet. I still eat greasy foods, just not as much. I drink more water now, because I'll admit I didn't really drink a lot of water like that. I drink more water now, and I completely stopped drinking anything that has caffeine in it. I mostly stick to non-caffeinated drinks, Sprite, Fanta. I no longer drink orange juice, or like certain drinks like fruit punch. Orange juice. I no longer drink iced tea, so I mostly drink like fruit punch, orange juice, and anything that doesn't have caffeine in it, and even certain sodas, which thankfully certain sodas don't have caffeine in them. As a bonus as well, I decided to push out things that would cause me negativity and negative thoughts in my mind, because I'm one of those people that when I read something, my mind starts to race and I start to overthink like over and over and over and over and over, to the point that it makes me like nervous and freak out. So that was an added bonus, and sure enough, it worked. And I was really happy. Um, that's honestly the reason I've always been like on and off with YouTube and Twitch, is because I would mostly be like depressed. I'd mostly be in a state of depression, and it was a lot that I had to go through for 7 years, especially with no one really backing you up. Your friends making fun of you, your family making fun of you. No one really backing you up it makes it harder. That I did have some people, back me up, but not many. And well, one thing after the other, I'm finally fixed, I'm healed, I'm better. I could start looking for a job. And the rest everyone really knows. 2020 hits, the pandemic rolls around, and that really caused a lot of jobs to be really messed up. I know 2020 was different for a lot of people. In my case, 2020 didn't really affect me because I was essentially a hermit for 7 years of my life, and I was a hermit again because I couldn't really do anything. I couldn't really go out looking for work because of the pandemic. So 2020 didn't really, affect me that much in terms of the pandemic. And thankfully, no one I knew, died from the virus. And then we roll around to this year. I'm 26. I'm going to be 27 in 2 months. And I've been looking for employment. Excuse me. I've been looking for some sort of employment since the start of this year. And well, the start of this year has not started off great for me. I can tell you that. I've been pretty stressed out. I've been pretty depressed. And I'm the type of person that I don't like involving people in my problems. I'll even put a fake smile on so, people wouldn't worry about me. But I have been pretty stressed out and pretty depressed because the pandemic is still here, but it's not hitting as hard as much. Well, at least in New York, because I live in New York. In my area, at least. I don't know about anywhere else. And it's pretty hard. And at the same time, I will admit, I am kind of nervous because deep in the back of my head, it's like, who's going to want to hire a 26-year-old man with no work experience whatsoever. The only type of work experience I actually have is when I was a child, all the way up to like, I want to say 17. Was assistant truck driver basically, and I would, with my father, I wasn't officially hired, but I knew exactly what I was doing, and that's the only type of like thing I have really. But that's what I've been going through. That's why I've been like on and off with YouTube and Twitch for months. I think I upload like every so a year or something like that. Um and yeah, that's what's been going on with me. So I want to apologize to the subscribers that have actually stuck around on the channel. And I also want to thank the subscribers, because some of you do send me comments asking me like, "Hey, are you okay? Is everything all right? I hope you're healthy," and stuff like that. That actually does make me smile when I see comments like that, because you're not just here for. That shows me that you're not just here for the entertainment, for the content. You're actually here because like, it's like, oh shit, I like this content creator. I wonder if this person's okay, because they haven't been around for like such a long time. That puts a smile on my face. That makes me happy. And I thank you for that, for people who actually do that. But yeah, that's what's been going on with my life. It's been one hell of a ride, really. But thankfully, a couple days ago, I decided to do some deep thinking, and thanks to a friend of mine as well for talking with me. I've returned. I'm back. I have a new sense of determination. I have a sense of motivation now as well. So this is the plan. This is what's gonna happen right now. For the meantime, I'm going to try. I'm not gonna promise. I'm gonna try my hardest to stay consistent with uploads. Whether those uploads be from silly moments with my friends or by myself, or whether those uploads be like clips from my Twitch channel. Because I'm going to try and start streaming again as well. Because streaming back then actually did work out for me. It's just because I dropped streaming, it's very hard for me now to like pretty much get back into it. But that is what I'm going to do now. I'm gonna try and get back into YouTubing, try and get back into streaming. I'm gonna try and be more consistent with the uploads. And for those of you who because I know some of you are here for the funny videos, and I know some of you are here for walkthrough. I'm gonna look into walkthrough again, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't looked into that for a good while. I look into it every so often because I do want to watch it, but I have not looked into that for a very good while. On top of trying to get back on the whole YouTube, Twitch thing, I'm going to be focusing on myself as well, because due to the whole like 7-year thing and being stressed out and depressed from 2020 to 2021 until recently, a couple days ago, I've been neglecting my body. I'm lucky to be still healthy, aside from having asthma. I'm very lucky to still be like a healthy person, and I'll admit, I'm a chunky lad. I've got some gut on me. I'm not huge or anything like that. I've just got a big belly that hangs, and I for one don't like that. I don't like that. So my goal at the moment in life is to get back into shape. So at the moment, I've been working out. I've started my workout routine again to solely lose the gut that I have. And once that is gone, I want to try and get my old body back, because I'm not to brag. I used to have like abs and visible muscles. I wasn't a bulky fellow. No, I don't want to be like a bulky person. I used to essentially have like Teen Goku muscles, that you could clearly see muscles on my arms and my abs, but they weren't huge. They were very like well compacted. That used to be my old body, and I would like to get that back. So for now, my goal at the moment is to get back in shape because I don't like having a hanging belly. The weight is not good for my asthma. Plus, I mean, if I do want to get into like the job hunting, I don't want to stand around and start like sweating or something like that from carrying the sheer weight alone that is my body. That's not really fun. And at the same time, I'm gonna try and be more on top of the whole YouTube thing, on top of the whole Twitch streaming thing, and such. So that's what's been going on in my life. Again, I apologize to the subscribers who, subscribe. But at the same time, I thank you for sticking around. It still surprises me until this day that I have a lot of subscribers and that I still get a subscriber every, so often. And I thank you. I really do. I thank you. It means a lot to me. My current goal is to try and get 1,000 subscribers for the channel to unlock the community tab, I think it is. Cause I'm not a social media type of guy. I don't have Twitter or anything like that. The only thing I have is Facebook. Man, I don't even go on that. I just use that for messaging. So the community tab would be pretty nice to have to be able to communicate with the subscribers even better, aside from like comments, because I think they got rid of the whole messaging system. I don't think that's there anymore. But, that's what I wanted to talk about. Again, I'm sorry that I haven't been completely honest with the channel. And back then, this used to be a really hard subject to talk about because just talking about it, just even thinking about it, used to piss me off so much. And I don't sound like it, and I don't really seem it, but I'm a very angry person. Like, I've learned to control it, but once I get angry, it's not a fun experience. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. It's a bit of a different video, I'll admit, compared to all my other videos, but hopefully you all understand what I went through. I understand some of you. I'm not gonna be mad at some of you. I'm not like an asshole like that. I'm not gonna get upset or anything like that. I understand some of you are gonna see this video and not really understand like what I went through. Some of you may see it as like, oh, he just wants the views, blah blah blah. And some of you may be understanding and understand what I went through. I'm not gonna be upset because whatever you guys say, it's not gonna bother me. Because thanks to the whole like pushing the whole negativity out of my life and stuff like that, I've honestly become I've honestly become pretty enlightened that it takes a lot now to like really stress me out and stuff like that. But yeah, that is what's gonna happen from now on with this channel and with my life. At the moment, I'm not going to start, streaming yet because I have not used this computer in a long time. And it's very slow, so I gotta figure out this computer. I gotta try and fix it. I gotta try and make it as good as possible for me to start doing that kind of stuff again. So, again, thank you, and at the same time, I'm sorry. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you all stay safe and continue to stay safe. And good luck, and I will see you all next time in the next video that I upload. Until then, be well and stay safe out there. Have a good day, and so long. Bye-bye.